Welcome to your mom's house.
What's everybody? It's another episode of Your Mom's House. She's Christine, I'm Tim, and we're excited to share so much with you today. It's a really action-packed episode. There's so much. It is now January of 25, which is such an unusual thing to say.
I know. I didn't think I'd be alive this long.
We should have had hoverboards in 2015.
Dude, everything's so disappointing.
Flying cars.
When I was a little girl, I thought about the year 2000. Didn't it just blow your mind? And now you're like, oh, that's it?
It's 2025?
Is that all there is?
What the fuck? There's just electric cars?
Well, these are pretty cool.
Phones are cool.
The phones they crush. And then you can get a chip in your head and stuff. You want to do that?
Yeah, I want to do that.
What are you going to get it for?
I don't know.
Like, it'd be cool to turn on your car with just your brain thoughts.
Yeah.
Or the radio. Or like, not even the radio.
I remember I used
Sonos.
to make fun of Cousin Brian because he was like, there should be a thing where like, if you're listening to something on the radio, you can just like have your phone and then it would send you a message. And I used to be like, this fucking idiot. And then first time I saw Shazam, I was like, that's his idea.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't know how to execute it, but all those things are coming.
He had smart thoughts. What do you want more than anything? What do you want? I want a car. Well, a car does drive itself, that Tesla. But
definitely flying for me.
Flying car.
Flying stuff. Anything flying. Which you can go fly something. But it was more accessible, easier.
Oh, I know what I want. Transport beams.
Yeah. Well,
like in Star Trek?
Yeah. That's essentially the highest version of flying.
That's all I want, is to be able to go somewhere, boom, like that without getting on a plane.
Yeah, you can get a helicopter.
I don't want a helicopter. That's how Kobe died.
Oh, stop.
That is how Kobe Bryant died.
Not really.
You didn't hear that?
No, he's not gone.
He's dead.
No, I do. I know. But that was the arrogance of a pilot, you know? That really wasn't, it's not the helicopter's fault.
I blame the helicopter.
It was the weather, and he didn't do what Tower told him to do. It was, human error.
I know.
That's usually responsible for so much.
Yeah, so much.
So much.
I have something really exciting to share with you.
I know
that I've
you
been
do.
working on for a long time.
Let's just get in here.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go. Here we go. I'll get you started. Here we go.
From the moment Mark Charo was wheeled into court today, what was supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing quickly went off the rails.
The reason why I'm like this is because I prepared myself to play my part in your kangaroo court, treating me like a black man, so today I'm going to be a black man. This kangaroo court is giving me a life sentence for me trying to protect and defend myself against the attack from 3 guys. In essence, treating me like a black man.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty awesome.
Whew. Jeez, it's heavy.
Welcome to your mom's house.
That was heavy.
With Tom Segura.
Mom Segura.
And
Christina P.
Titsitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Cha-cha, cha, cha-cha, cha. Meow, meow, meow. Whoa. Can I show you something?
So today I'm going to be a black man.
This guy, he is wheeled into court. For those of you listening, he appears to be an Asian man or of Asian descent, maybe Hawaiian. He certainly has the accent. The reason I say appears to be is because he's wearing shoe polish level, like darkness on his face. He covered himself so darkly that you can't even tell what his features are. Tuesday, he is a Hawaiian man, it says here in the article. He showed up in blackface to be sentenced for attempted murder. The man said he did so because the court was treating him like a black man. Mark Char of Oahu was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole on Monday for second-degree attempted murder, plus 6 years to be served concurrently on convictions of second and third-degree assault. The charges stem from a 2016 road rage attack. Charo appeared in the first court in Honolulu on Monday with his head completely covered with what appeared to be permanent black marker ink.
Oh, that took a long time to do.
Yeah, he's like,
My kids, one time, Julian, were you there? No, you weren't there. One time, Julian found a permanent black marker and just drew on his face.
But we knew to keep him indoors for a few days, you know? We're not stupid.
You know how hard it is to get off?
A spokesperson for the State Department of Public Safety told them on Tuesday that staff members at the Halawa Correctional Facility attempted to convince him to wash his face before he entered the court, but that he refused. He'll be charged with disobeying several direct orders. Trying to see how so he was convicted in March of stabbing the driver of another car in August 2016 and assaulting both the driver's passenger and a passerby who tried to break up the confrontation. It's fun when these guys, when they get on mic, they're like, I was defending myself. And then you read the story. He's like, they stabbed the guy, fucking beat up another guy.
He had a knife on him and then he stabbed the other driver.
Looks like they say he taunted the victims on the freeway and having pointed at them like a gun, according to court documents, Charo then ran his vehicle into the other car, and when the occupants got out, he pepper sprayed them and then stabbed one.
So he had pepper spray and
I was
a knife.
Defending myself.
I know.
And you guys are treating me like a black man. It's like, okay.
Oof.
So today I'm going to be a black man.
I do have to say that the marker is very distracting from anything else he has to say.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, man.
Well, how did the judge react? I mean, the judge has to be like, no, you belong here for double life.
What is
You're out of your mind.
The judge doesn't really have anything here on the judge.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, here's the judge.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Okay. Well, there we go.
Y'all finished.
He's getting locked away. That's for sure.
Damn.
Here's really some heartbreaking breaking news. It is confirmed. It's been confirmed now for a bit. People were curious, and we filed a petition. And it can be said that it is absolutely heartbreaking to learn that the late and now, or the great now late, Hard Rock Nick has passed away. Hard Rock Nick, this is a certificate of death. For those of you that don't know, Hard Rock Nick, we were on his stuff pretty fucking early.
Well, we searched for the marginalized communities, cool guys.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I decided to make a video since I'm stuck on the 405 on my way to Santa Monica. I think the topic of this video will be something a little more personal. Let's talk about why badass, good-looking, rich guys don't have girlfriends, like me.
He put out cool shit like that.
He did. And he always had great facial hair.
Yeah.
Great jewelry. And he was always telling us how wealthy he is.
Complaining that I don't show my whole head and my face. So when a guy has a nice shaped head like this, he probably has a nice shaped fucking dickhead too.
So he was like just always putting out cool messages. He just, he was himself, no shortage of confidence, like you said. Unconfirmed, but self-proclaimed one of the wealthiest people in the world.
Oh, yeah.
He was in California when he was doing this stuff. He eventually moved to Florida, and he called himself, I believe, the Prince of Florida. Again, talked about his multi-billion-dollar holdings. And,
my personal chef does not need the attention and does not want to be in the spotlight, whether I was having 10 followers or now whatever followers I have. Does every celebrity put a personal chef on their page?
No.
Like, why are y'all so fixated on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat out more than I eat his shit.
For sure.
I mean, goddamn. No, my mom's not a personal chef. How many people we got in here? Not even 400, man. The artwork, it wasn't $30, but thank you. This is one piece of artwork. I mean, y'all don't want to comment on the fact that I'm sitting in a $1,000 custom movie theater chair and I have 5 of them.
That's $5,000.
Retarded, man.
Yeah.
His weight seemed to fluctuate.
It did quite a bit because he was pretty big there. And then he eventually got like really thin.
Yeah.
And
I've actually made more of a name here than even Kreischer ever did. And Kreischer makes fun of Florida. Kreischer, I'm popping in Florida, homie. I could do a comedy tour just like wing it, freestyle, just show up and open mic it and like sell out, homie.
Yeah.
If I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
I don't need the money.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
doesn't
thing.
need the money.
God, I wish he would have done that. That would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah,
See,
it would be interesting.
No, Bert, Tom, and Christina don't say, hey, homie, they don't like me, bro. If they liked me, they would have brought me on. You brought on Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And how many months later did the FBI and go handcuff him in Romania, right? One day you will get out of your lane and understand that what you did, I think, indirectly caused Andrew Tate's arrest. And I really do connect it back to Segura, who's not a very sophisticated man in his thought process. He's just a comedian, the guy that probably struggled his whole life. He doesn't understand the big picture with his platform. Like I do.
Like you do.
Sure.
Of course, I don't have his followers.
Wouldn't you argue that Andrew Tate getting arrested from the FBI would be a positive thing?
That some people would think that, but you're not that sophisticated either.
Not sophisticated?
You're not sophisticated either.
Sophisticated?
Yeah.
Do we have the soundbite from...
Well, just one last time. I think
sorry.
it's worth for you, sir. Hard Rock Nick, rest in peace.
Oh.
Cool Guy Club.
One of the OG members, man.
Yeah, he really
OG
was one of the
members.
early ones.
Football fans, there's only a few short weeks left in the season. We've got some exciting wild card games to look forward to now. Get in on the action right now with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They are offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Don't let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now. Sign up using the code MOM. The crown is yours. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on the action and all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code MOM and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code MOM only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the ultimate platform for entrepreneurs looking to thrive online. Whether you're launching a new venture or scaling an established brand, Squarespace empowers you to build a stunning website, connect with your audience, and sell anything, products, content, services on your own terms, all from one seamless platform. With Squarespace's design intelligence, creating your business's website is easier than ever. Their blend of expert design and cutting-edge AI technology delivers custom websites that are perfectly suited to your needs. Isn't that right, Gene?
Gene, I have built 5 websites using Squarespace. That's how much I love this platform. It's so intuitive. It's easy to build. I mean, I don't know HTML. I don't know coding, but you don't need it. And what's great is you can sell anything on your Squarespace
Whatever you
website.
want. It doesn't matter whether you're a massage therapist or a photographer, or if you go on jogs and then afterwards you sell your undergarments in packaging that is vacuum sealed.
You can it's so gross, sorry. You can choose from a bunch of payment options like Klarna, ACH, Direct, Debit, Apple Pay, and Afterpay.
Yes, Squarespace, they just make it easy for all of you, whether you want to do a one-time fee or a subscription for ongoing access. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and we're ready to launch. Go to squarespace.com/mom to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Look, I've been waiting on bated breath to share this with you for weeks. This has been weeks of preparation for me. Do you have the original? Can we the original clip of Tom's choke? And do we have Moron from, I know that we just interviewed Armie Hammer.
No, we don't have the other choke.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting into here, Christina, but
I don't recall a second choke, actually.
Not a, Wow, you've terrified them all. Anyway, would you like to repeat? Would you show them the original choke in case people aren't familiar with what happened?
The original choke? Sure.
If you go back a couple episodes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Here we go. Hey guys, I was listening to this to the Adrienne Appalucci episode. But by the way, she has a great new special out on Netflix. There we go. There's the original.
On Netflix.
Yeah. And I choked. And you made it like the biggest fucking deal. But go ahead.
Well, then firing people.
Yeah.
And we
So
had a whole
what do you have to? What's your thing? What are
So
you doing?
anyway, you've just been inspiring me. You're my muse. Not only are you my husband, my lover, but my muse now.
Sure.
And I've been working on this piece of art for weeks. The kids have been in on it. The staff has been in on it. Anyway, this is what I like to call Tom Segura the choke, but in a creative rendition. This is my interpretation of the choke. What do you think?
It's a cat coughing up a fur ball. Is that what it is?
Right. You got it. Because you reminded me of a cat coughing up a fur ball. This cat took a long time. I'll be selling limited prints of these. There's only going to be a finite amount.
Hey guys, I was listening to this to the Adrienne Appalucci episode. But by the way, she has a great new special out on Netflix.
There it is. The choke. Tom Segura, the choke. The first artwork I did of you was a hit. So this will be a second limited edition. I'll be signing all the prints. Go ahead. Get them at YMAstudios.com. You're welcome.
Truly disgustingly rude.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Look how I get the redness on the top of your head, which is my favorite. And then your dark under eye circles are always fun to color in,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway, I learned how to draw a cat. That was fun.
Why are you this pleased with yourself? By the way, do you know how he did it? Hard Rock Nick. He died.
Yeah.
He shot himself.
Okay.
At a gun range. Happy New Year.
Meaning he went to a gun range and it was not an accident.
No, it's not. He blew his brains out. Yeah. And then the real thing is going to see like how that massive fortune is going to be distributed now.
Divvied up. And also, I was thinking, is he skinny or fat when he does it?
Probably skinny.
I hope so.
The last time I saw it, which was not that long ago, he was really skinny.
Thanks for bumming everybody out. Everybody's so excited about my new portrait.
No one's excited about the portrait, and yeah, that's. But there is something more exciting. Well, there's two things really. Number one, we saw Charo today.
Yep.
She's officially been in Austin now for a minute, and so we ran into Duncan Trussell, and I told Duncan, go up to her and be like, hey, I'm excited about your OnlyFans. So Duncan went up to her and said, I'm excited to see your OnlyFans. And she was like, what? And so I reminded her that she needs to get it going. You guys heard our call, and I'm just going to encourage you to please keep sending those in. Do you have any examples of what people have been sending in?
This is the kind of thing we're looking for,
Yeah.
just so people understand.
Yeah.
Hola Charo, mi nombre es Tom y vivo en este infierno helado de Canadá. Escuchar un bueno día tuyo calientería el corazón, por favor. Unete OnlyFans.
That was somewhat indecipherable Spanish. He said words that somewhat go together and some were just random, but that's one way to do it. Let's see one with, English.
Hi, Charo. My name's Brandon, and the one thing missing from my morning is a greeting from you.
That was fantastic.
That was great.
And
Yeah.
again, I told you guys what was going to happen is we're going to build a montage of videos like this, and the more, the merrier. I wanted to get to the point where she has to do the math, and she goes, Jesus, this is like, we showed her 100 random faces being like, please, Charo, please start the OnlyFans. I can't wait to sign up. I can't wait to send in my $10 a month. She'll start doing the math, and then it's going to be like, what, you just going to let this slide?
Well, that's what I would say. This last one was ideal. I liked his conviction.
So sincere.
I liked the
and sweet.
sincerity.
Yeah.
I liked the passion. However, if you guys could also list that dollar amount,
That's the thing.
that's what's going to get her to
and
do
by the
it.
way, I'm not saying you're going to have to, but just throw out, say, hey, I'm in for $20 a month.
You don't have to.
You don't
really
have to do
it.
it. Just do it for
Just
the video.
trick her.
Hey, don't get to a crazy amount because then she won't believe. But just say like, every month I would love to have $20 to spend some of my morning seeing your videos.
Yeah, $20. And by the way, Catherine Can 69 on Instagram has offered her help
to help set it up
to set up her OnlyFans.
Buenos días. Dice Charo. I hope you have a good day.
How do you say strong black coffee in Espanol?
Café negro y fuerte.
How do you say best drink of the day?
Mejor bebida del día. Okay.
Oh, this one looks good.
I've never seen this.
No,
This is
neither
exciting.
have I.
Hello, Charo. My name's Sam. You should start OnlyFans. Pay $6.99.
Perfect.
Wow.
Sam, that was fucking perfect.
Incredible.
And see, here's what I'm hoping that she understands, because she's going to be like, $6.99, and I'm going to be like, yeah, but what if 2,800 people are paying you $6.99?
That's right.
Add it up.
That's right. It doesn't sound like a lot until you multiply.
That's right. That's why the amount, the volume of videos is so important.
Absolutely.
If I show her 3 videos, she's going to be like, I'm not going to do that for $20. You know?
And might I add too, the bulk of the income, like Bad Baby, she makes a lot of her money
messaging,
writing back.
Yes.
So if you would say, Charo, I would pay whatever amount. What's a good amount for a message back from an OnlyFans?
$10 maybe?
How much?
Probably $10.
$10 for an
Yeah.
email and maybe
Yeah.
a photograph.
Yeah. And if you have a little oopsie toot, that's okay too. I won't get mad at that. You know what this is going to end up being, right? It's just going to be me at her house every day being like, give them a fart. She'll be like, leave me alone. And then I'll get one. I'll be like, that was... And then she can do like, I have a little surprise to send everyone today. Check your inbox. Yeah.
We really could do this without her
course.
knowing, you know.
Of course we
I
could.
mean, we could set it up for her and run it.
I don't know if she'll do something like this, but you know.
Hold on.
Oh my God. Wow.
This is literally what our sons do to each other.
That's a Russian streamer.
Of
course. Yeah. That's a big guy too. You know that was pretty rancid.
That was beef. Beef and cheese came out of there.
Woo!
Beef and cheese.
That was awesome.
Beef and cheese.
By the way, what has been happening? Because you guys have told me, I'm not really. What's going on with Fancy Chef? You're telling me that he keeps calling.
We're getting a lot of phone calls from him.
What's he up to?
Well, he really wasn't happy that I guess somebody said he was autistic on the show. I don't even remember that.
I feel like I may have done that.
He may
'cause
have.
I feel like I'm on the trum,
Mm,
and I think I probably did that. I'm a jerk.
And what? Okay, so let's make it clear. He's not. He's called in to say anything else.
He was asking for a Christmas present back around the holidays. He was saying something really nice because his clips have been doing so well. And it's funny because he's calling us, but he keeps saying Tom Segura, but he knows it's us. Tom Segura, send me a present.
Cool.
And then he also asked for a percentage at some point of, I guess, the clips, whatever the clips
Yeah.
are making. He wanted like 10%.
What?
He had a manager. The manager left him. It's been a wild
Okay,
ride.
Just so you know, that's not how this works. You don't get a percentage of the clips.
No.
But you know what? I'd be happy to send him a gift. Can you request his address, please?
Sure, yeah.
Very, very happy.
I couldn't get it from him when we needed to pick him up.
I was going to say.
Just say we would love to send you a gift.
But look, listen, Fancy, if you are listening, I would argue that being on your mom's house and these clips circulating would just generate more business for you.
Yeah, that definitely is a something that raises your profile and gets people talking about you more. There's value in that.
Of course. And
we don't divvy up clips and their
No.
revenue.
No. And you know, his meal was so amazing when he was
Oh
on
my
this show.
God. I mean, that I would never knock. That was unfucking believable.
So fancy, so real.
I mean, I went to Sushi
Okay.
by Scratch the other night, Philip Lee's place,
Yeah.
is finally now here in Austin. He had a non-compete
Amazing.
for a while, and it's right off 6th Street, and that's a Michelin star place. And after the meal, I go, "This is unbelievable." And then I leaned in, I go, "But you ain't no fancy chef." You know?
Right.
So
Nobody's fancy chef.
no, man. So yeah, of course, that was really, really the food was fucking-
Beautiful and nice.
He's been doing this thing too. Fancy has, which is pretty unprecedented for chefs because it's kind of like comedians. We we try to uplift each other or we promote each other. Hey, come on the podcast, or maybe you post about them. But you certainly don't do a solicited or unsolicited critique of another comedian, right? Because it's part of it's an unspoken thing. He's been reviewing food
No.
without even. He's just going in.
He got going Fancy Chef 2013. You see, he is what he talking about.
He's at.
Oh, y'all gave me hot pickle. Yeah, Fancy_Chef.
I'll point out he's in Philly. I don't know if is that Gino's or Pat's, one of the huge cheesesteak places. Whether or not you like them or not, he's another chef, and he's at this kind of a renowned cheesesteak operation. By the way, he's holding up people who want to order.
They don't look happy to be standing behind him.
And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm Fancy Chef and I'm reviewing this."
2013. Y'all ready? Let's see it.
And they're like, "Yeah, he's
Y'all
gonna."
want to know for real? I'm ready. For real, y'all really want to know? Y'all follow me? Hold on, you cut it? Did you cut it?
He's telling the guy, "Cut this shit, man.
It's giving me so much anxiety
Give me some juice to swallow it with.
that he's holding
Give me
up the
some
line.
juice to swallow it
I
with."
got it. You must cut my hand off.
Okay.
I just jumped in that kid. I jumped that restaurant. All right, look, I'm the moment y'all been waiting for. Hold on.
It's Gino's. Okay, he's at Gino's. He asked for some juice. This guy is politely watching him with
He
his
was
hands
asking
behind
for
his back.
juice
Wow,
when
said-
he was here too.
He asked for juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like apple juice
Yeah.
or
Any type of juice.
And I told
Juice.
him, "I'm sorry, we don't have it," and he really had a hard time accepting that.
Who
You
the
don't-
fuck
you
doesn't
don't
have juice on him?
juice. Who's drinking juice past the age of 7?
Hold up. First mistake again. You hear the first mistake?
Oh my
You
god.
didn't toast the bread.
You didn't toast the bread.
Nah, didn't. All right, hold on. Y'all ready? Which way? This way? Y'all ready?
Gino's famous.
Oh, shit. This nigga's crazy. I paid for it. It's garbage. Get back in the car. You keep embarrassing me like this. That was nasty, bro. It was nasty?
Wow.
We all take supplements. I mean, my counter at home is absurd. We know we should take them, but there are so many supplement companies charging ridiculous prices for products that really aren't that special. It's frustrating. Frankly, it is unacceptable. That's why I want to introduce you to Live Good, a brand that's turning the supplement industry on its head. Live Good believes that everyone deserves access to high-quality supplements without these insane markups. They offer premium products formulated by an industry-leading team of natural health experts, and they cut out the middleman. Sell them at the lowest prices anywhere.
Yes, Gene, I am very into my supplements, but I don't like paying a lot. And I do everything with Live Good. I do magnesium, B12.
I recently started doing creatine every day.
Get
it's
out
part
of
of my
town.
routine every day. And these guys are doing it the right way. They're delivering a quality product and they're not price gouging you.
That's
so If
right.
you're ready to make the switch and start saving, we'll make it even easier for you. Use our link. You can save an additional 10% off your first order on top of the already lowest prices. Just go to livegood.com/YMH to save 10% on your first order. That's livegood.com/YMH. Don't miss out on this opportunity to invest in your health without overspending.
I mean,
Look, Gino's, for those of you that don't know, it is a renowned, famous cheesesteak place. You talk to people in Philly and they'll always tell you, don't go to Pat's, don't go to Gino's. It's like, because those are the, tourist trap places. So they'll always send you somewhere else. But to be like, this is garbage and throw it
That's
on
a
the
lot.
ground is
That's
wild.
that is bold. And I will say, just looking at the photographs, they look delicious.
Well,
I can
yeah,
tell.
I mean, like I said, if you want to get into it, I think especially with like a Philly person, they'll always tell you to go elsewhere. But I don't think they would tell you that it's garbage. But then again, here's where I always have to stop myself.
Wow.
I'm not a fucking.
You're not a chef.
I'm not a chef.
You're not
I'm
a
not
caliber.
fancy chef. I know his palate is so many like Hard Rock Nick said. I'm not sophisticated. My palate is not like his is here, and I'm here.
That's
so I'm
true.
like, oh, this is good.
That's true.
You know, and then fancy is like, this shit is bullshit. I don't even know yet.
That's so true. And I also like his handle, which is really important. It's fancy underscore chef underscore at like 2013. That's very intuitive. It's a good way for people to find you.
Yeah, you don't know underscore chef 2013? Yeah.
Guys, don't do the underscores if you want to be known publicly.
What are you talking about? See, again, you're thinking with an unsophisticated mind. You don't really get it.
Is that a fish with carrots? That's lovely.
Oh, that looks so good.
So delicious.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That looks unbelievable. All the garnish on top in the pan while it's off.
It's a lot of seasoning, too. Very seasoned.
And it's the whole fish. I like when you don't, fillet it or anything
Or
before.
debone it,
Yeah.
or, you want those bones.
Fuck yeah.
So fancy.
Hell yeah. That's so
Very
good.
fancy and nice. Okay.
So you guys remember not too long ago, we had so much fun when we did Hi Mommy, Thanks Jeans at Drive-Thrus.
And I love you.
And I love you. But it was like, Hi Mommy, Thanks Jeans, I love you. Well, we recently decided to do something. We went back to Starbucks and we have a new game. And the game is you say happy birthday to the person taking your order, or you speak to them in a Cockney English accent. Or if you really want to raise the stakes, you mesh them together. And that's what happened today. It's really exciting.
Hello, love. Happy birthday.
Do you want a straw or just a
straw?
One birthday.
Happy birthday.
And there you go. Thank you.
Thanks, love.
And 20 quid more for you.
Yeah. It's the holidays. Gave her a big tip.
There you go for your birthday.
I got 382 for
Now for you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh my God.
It's your birthday. Many thanks, love. Thanks.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.
But
That was amazing.
So
by
fun.
The way.
Our 6-year, thank you.
That's really good.
By the way,
Ryan.
our
That's
6-year-old is
good.
in the back seat like this. He's like
dying. Well, because we.
And he's like ear to ear smiling. He's like, you should have your birthday again.
Well, because we always do "Mommy" and "I love you" with the kids in the car,
And they are always like, say I love you. And they go, say it louder.
And then we started doing "Happy Birthday" on Ellis's birthday recently.
Yeah.
We were like, "Do happy birthday to the Starbucks worker."
Yeah.
And then today you added. Not only did you get in 3 happy birthdays, but with the Cockney accent.
It's the way to go. So you know what to do. Go to your local drive-thru, wish them a happy birthday. Say it like this. Do you think that I could get a coffee, please, mate? And throw them a happy birthday. And send it in. Send it in. Shoot it over to Your Mom's House YMH Studios Instagram. Tag it or email it in. Your Mom's Podcast at gmail.com.
I mean, the real question is: do you think she suspected your fake Cockney accent, or did she really think you spoke like that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have the idea while I was at the ordering part. It was only she definitely saw me order hey, can I get
Oh, that's right.
And then I pulled up and I was like, hello, love. So I think she was like, this fucking guy. But then when I gave her $20, she was like, okay, thanks.
You could do "Hello, love," "Hello, governor."
Yeah, ooh.
That's I think bonus points for governor if you call him that a couple times.
And the real mind fuck, I mean, if you really want to have somebody go oh my God, is if you happen to do it to a British person. Because then they're like, okay. I've done it to a British person before, and they're like, mm-hmm.
Remember when we were in London? I was
Yeah.
like, I will give you $1 million.
I went to a coffee place there, yeah. And I did it do you think that I could have a muffin and a coffee? And the girl's like,
Or you could order strong black coffee.
And before I go, I don't want to forget to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Best holiday of the year.
I did it on the Jimmy Carr. I did it to Jimmy Carr. I don't remember that at all. He must have been like, oh,
I bet he
good.
loved
You
that.
guys kept sneaking them in.
And he was glossing right over it.
He was like not acknowledging
Not
it.
acknowledging it at all. It was pretty good.
We call him governor? Is that what we're
I
doing?
want to say you had to at least once.
I know,
Both
governor.
of you were throwing it in there.
He
the whole
is
time.
so fucking funny.
He is so funny.
God
and
damn,
he's
he is
so
fucking funny.
smart and talented. And I know, he's
Yeah.
amazing. And he looks great.
Jimmy Carr, man.
Can I tell you one thing that I've noticed that's been making me crazy?
Yeah.
What?
No, I was thinking about Jimmy Carr. It's
Just how funny he is. No, he's
so
phenomenal. He's ridiculously funny. So I took the kids to like a barn or one of these petting zoo places, and standard Austin fare. Like, there's always like a person with a beard and tits.
Yeah.
There's always like these gender weirdos, which is fine. It's just part of Austin. I love them.
Yeah.
You're at a good place if there's a beard and tits serving you or whatever.
Sure.
So we're at like the petting zoo, and oh my God. So the bearded person was very smelly too. Smelled like an animal, like a cow.
Got
So
it.
we were talking, she's explaining to us the animals, and this person's younger, like a Gen Z kind of young kid. And I've been noticing this amongst the youngest generation.
Mm-hmm.
We had vocal fry a few years ago.
One of the things that
Yeah.
Megan and I have been doing.
Oh my God. And then there was Upspeak, where people were like, yeah. This is basically, if you're at a good Austin restaurant, someone's serving you that looks like that.
I'm non-binary and bearded. How will my blind date go?
This is totally, this is my pizza place. This is my coffee place. This is the barn we go pet
And I like that
animals
this person
at.
is just looking out into the sunlight, like, what will happen today? But how was it?
Okay, so here's my point.
Yeah.
It was vocal fry, and then it was Upspeak.
Yeah.
And now I've noticed. Well, go back to the list there, Josh, because I forget this. Okay. So every time my kids would ask this person a question, could it be something simple as, "What do cows eat?" This person would go, "Yeah, so." Yeah.
It's like a qualifier for each sentence.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, is the question so offensive that they need to buttress in their mind? Yeah, because I understand if it's an offensive question.
Right.
Like someone's asking them about their gender and they're like, yeah, so I'm...
I know this is complicated, but yeah.
Right.
But-
This might be complicated.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to take in, but I'm actually not either. It's like, so that's
Right.
And the kid's like, huh? But they don't have to go, yeah, so hay is what they eat, and grass.
Right, and I've been noticing this amongst a lot of younger people. It's something as simple as, how much is this? Yeah, so $2.99.
You know what you should do?
Yeah,
Next
so
time, you got to point it out to the person.
what should I do?
Hey, I have a question. How come you start your answers with "yeah, so"? Is this like a concept that is so rich that you need a moment to put the thought together?
Yeah, so it's constant.
Yeah.
But have you heard this? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, now that you point it out, I have heard this before. My memory is trying to connect whether I'm hearing this from a same type of person, because I have heard this before, and I have heard it from, you're right, a younger generation.
That, and they like to say sort of. It's sort of like, and it's sort of like they can't just come out and say the thing.
There's sort of this thing going on where
Yeah.
it rains sometimes. Yeah. And you're like, uh-huh.
And I think they think it makes them sound smarter if they go, it's sort of like the color
You're right,
orange.
because the
and
"yeah,
sort of.
so"
It's like,
should come
yeah, so
for an answer you might not be ready for.
Exactly.
It's a black hole type of explanation.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like,
yeah, so this is
Right.
something you're going to struggle to really wrap your head around.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But there is something out in space that consumes all matter around it. And so you're like, wow, I don't really understand
Exactly. And our kids were like, can the cow eat rocks?
Yeah, so rocks are hard to digest. Like, okay, just say that.
Maybe she's afraid, they were afraid of offending my children by saying, no, cows can't eat rocks. So they want to hedge it a little to soften it.
But it's a good, it's fun. One last thing I wanted to point out to Annie. So I know you don't have a great memory of the holiday party, but you were bringing up the N-word quite a bit.
That's what I'm told.
And you were also talking about how you'd want, if someone were to say it to you, I think Bert was like, I'd say it, I don't know, it was like some game he proposed doing with you of like whispering it. And then, you were giving away the award. You gave away the Blackest Person award to Chris, and then you were like, you should say it as part of winning. Anyway, what I wanted to bring up is like how you would respond to this type of white person.
I'm the white nigga.
Hanukkah.
You what? I'm the white nigga.
You can say that, bro.
The fuck I can't. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say.
You cannot say that because you're white. That racist.
I'm a white nigga.
You racist, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
You're not.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you're saying.
So like, what's your response to let's call him Dave.
Dave, that white nigga. Yeah, he's the white nigga. I mean, hey, listen, I ain't gonna tell someone who they aren't. You know what I'm saying? People like to tell me I ain't black, so I ain't gonna tell this nigga he ain't black. If you could say it, if you could say it that confidently, that comfortably,
that's what
I ain't trying to fuck with you.
Right.
I feel like he is.
I feel like a lot of people probably turn their heads, and then when they see him and the whole presentation of it, they just kind of keep walking, right?
Mm-hmm. And if and listen, if he really ain't supposed to be saying that, well then, he gonna get checked one day.
Yeah, he's gonna find
he
out.
Won't say that anymore. But
I think he says that he also scans the room when he says it. It's not like he's just
Exactly.
I don't see. That's the thing. I don't think he does. I'm
Well-
going to go opposite with you on this one. I think he can say the white N-word because he doesn't give a shit. He's not caring. He's not cautious.
You think if a big black nigga was sitting right next
I
to
don't
him,
know. Dave
he'd
might.
just be like, "I'm Dave the nigga." Like, I don't know.
Dave seems.
I don't know about
Dave
that.
seems crazy enough that he's not unaware.
I do think he first of all, Dave, he doesn't hang out like at the bank, right? Like he's on a corner outside a liquor store drinking a tall boy. Like he's around a certain environment all the time.
Yeah.
I think there are certain black guys that are used to seeing Dave the white N-word.
Yeah.
And so they're like, that's Dave, you know? But I think when like if it's a new, especially aggressive seeming new black guy, like a new black, he doesn't know him, he's not going to lead with this. He's going to kind of like feel him out.
I don't know, Tom. He might be so crazy that he goes into it so confident that he makes it okay by virtue of it being okay to him.
Maybe.
I mean, let me ask you this.
I don't see that many scars, so I don't really think that.
It's also like, I mean, look at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't like threatening nobody.
It's
He
right.
ain't a problem.
It's the same thing when you're in especially like in cities when people do say wild shit. A lot of times what happens is you go like, you turn, you see who's saying, you're like, that's crazy. That's a crazy motherfucker. That's a crazy person. And you keep walking. You know what I mean? Whether they're white, black, anything, you're like, that person's out of their fucking mind. Or they're drunk as shit. So,
I think it's both.
I think he's been called out, but I do think that a lot of people just go like, oh, that's fucking, that's old Dave.
I'm a white nigga.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow, he really says it, huh?
He put the oomph on
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna
he said it, say it with your chest. Yeah, he just he got an extra breath in before he he used his diaphragm.
That's
for
what
that.
I'm saying. He's committed, and when you're committed, you almost convince other people it's okay.
Well, he didn't convince the guy recording. That guy was like, "No, you are a racist."
May I ask you this question? I don't know if you know the answer or not.
Yeah.
But what about those white people like an Eminem, who they hang out in the black community? That's their primary social group. Do you think those white people get a pass on saying?
Well, M's a really interesting case because I think there are probably a high number of his associates who would, without a doubt, say, you definitely can say that.
Right.
But I think he never ever does, simply because he knows who he is, how he's represented, that he's the great white hope in a black art form. And doing that would be such an easy mark to take him down. People could easily.
That's true,
that I don't think he ever utters the word. But I think I'm sure guys in his close crew and D12 or whatever would always be like, yeah, for sure. But I don't think he ever does. Also, it'd be a bad habit for him to form because he really can't do it in the art. Like nobody would sign off on him saying it in his song. So it'd be a bad habit for him.
Because he doesn't drop N-bombs.
Never.
No. Interesting. Well, what an interesting subject. Thank you so much for sharing.
There's definitely those though. There's definitely some of those white dudes. They be tatted up. They be raised in fucking Brooklyn some shit. They
There's always there's black dudes that'll be very clear about the fact that if you're a white guy like this and he hangs out in a black neighborhood, they're like, that guy, you do not want to fuck with. Like, if that guy is like hanging out in the hood in like a real black neighborhood where there's gang shit and there's a white guy there, he is wild.
And
For
he
sure.
almost gets he gets mad credit.
Yeah, they're calling him.
That's right,
Dave the White.
That's right. That's right. Well, what were you going to say, Annie? I didn't understand your point.
I was just gonna say exactly what he just said. I would never fuck with those niggas, and I would definitely never say like, oh, you can't say that. But also, ask any of those white dudes like their craziest story. They're gonna tell you stories all fucking night of shit that would like haunt your life. It was just normal to them. They're like, last Tuesday I shot a nigga. It was whatever. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because that guy always has to keep feeling like I need to prove myself to these motherfuckers, man. Like
That's so true. I think I would want to be cool. Gosh, I'd want to fit in so bad.
Yeah.
And I can't. No, I don't. Not that way. I don't want to know. No.
The highest hope I ever had was just like, you just wanted the black guys on the team to be like, you're dope, you're good. And then you're like, this is awesome. But you don't have to like, I don't want to take it to the streets and be like, how about you guys? Do you think I'm cool?
No.
No fucking way.
The best I feel about myself is when a black person compliments what I'm wearing. And then I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah,
dude.
that's number 5 on the black compliment list. Yeah.
You're
Outfit,
funny is number 1.
Outfit, shoes.
Yeah.
Athletic prowess.
Oh, wow.
That's actually probably
that's
number 1.
probably number 1, yeah.
Like you're just cool to be around. You're funny. And then athletic prowess is like number 1.
Athletic prowess number 1. Yeah, number 2 is you're funny.
Yeah, that's
wow.
the best. Yeah.
You know what I really like is if they're like, wow, you're real as shit. When they tell me I'm real, then I'm like, wow.
That's right up there. That's number 3, actually.
I made it to black realness.
Outfits, shoes.
Yeah.
You're real as shit. You're funny. You're a great athlete. And that's the holy quintuplet of black compliments.
Black approval.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we are back and welcoming back one of our all-time favorite, not just comedians, but human beings. His special, Why Is Everybody Getting Quiet, is available now on YouTube. It's Sam Tripoli.
Bang, bang, bro.
Sammy!
The team is back together.
Yeah, dude.
Doing shows out of Red Band's house, Ice House Chronicles. Team is back together.
We're back,
It's
dude.
good to see you guys.
Good to see you, man.
I haven't seen the new place. Very
You look
impressive.
great, bro.
Thank you.
You look great.
I do jiu-jitsu. I'm 52. Just getting murked by Mexicans. It's great. These fucking Mexicans in the Valley of LA, I call them grizzly bear Mexicans. They're huge, dude. And they got ham hocks for legs. They're great.
And they're like, you don't realize how many motherfuckers can fuck you up until you get into a jiu-jitsu class.
You got to get your kids in the martial arts. Everybody.
Our kids do jiu-jitsu.
They do.
And nobody stops fights anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's about that, that moment, that going viral bullshit.
It's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I take them out. I get some taps, dude. My first tap was a 14-year-old kid, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You will always be my Alex Jones, and I want to know: are you?
Hold on. Before we get into that, can I tell you guys how much I love you?
Yes, sure.
Okay. When I had kids, I was old. I was 57 when I had my first kids, and I get a call from Tom, and he's like, "I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna get you a doula." I didn't even know what that was. He's like, "I'm gonna get you a night nurse, and I'm gonna get you for like 2 months." and you guys saved my life.
Yeah.
I had no clue what that was,
Yeah.
but bro, that saved my life, and it made I was able to exist. Because I had twins, which is like
It's
a crazy thing to go from 0 to 2 children.
No.
If you don't have kids, you ever waited tables, you want to know what it's like? It's like your section is slammed 24/7.
That's true.
Everyone needs refills.
Totally.
Everyone needs bread. Everyone needs a diaper change.
Well, ever since we had kids, whenever we hear about a friend of ours having a kid, we're always like, we try to, and then we were like, yo, Sam Tripoli
Yeah,
is
what?
having 2?
Yeah.
We're like, we gotta set him up.
You guys saved me. So I decided I was going to do that for someone else. When Jody Miller had a kid, I got her doula, got her night nurse, and now she got someone else a night nurse.
So it's all going
just
forward.
pass it
love
forward.
I love it.
If you know
love
somebody,
it.
get them a Mexican.
If
Get them a
you-
Mexican.
There's this
A
thing,
night
right,
Mexican.
that like you hear this, but you truly don't understand it. Is that whoever you are, you're not ready.
No.
You're just not ready.
You're not ready.
And I actually think like the older we get, you're more not ready. So you tell people, you're like, you don't understand, like, because people are like, I think we're gonna do this, and we're gonna.
Good luck.
I'm ready. I got the nursery ready, and you're like, you're not ready, dude. You're not ready for a complete lack of sleep that will throw your whole world
Wait a
upside
minute.
down.
That's
Or
just the
burping.
dads. That's just the dad. The
yeah.
mother.
Oh,
We
the
just
mother,
gave
yeah.
birth.
Oh,
now
yeah.
you're up breastfeeding all hours. And if you were old like me, I was 39 when I had our first kid.
We would do
Well,
swap.
that's so crazy. Yeah.
We would swap shifts.
So
on the
tired.
couch. So
Oh, in the very
it would,
beginning.
like it'd be like 3 a.m, and
Oh
I'm just
my
like snoring on a
God.
couch, and she'd be like, "You can go in the bedroom now." And I'm like, "Ah."
It was awful.
And then I'd go in there, and she'd go on the couch just to be near the baby. And it was just and it just kills you. So you're like, if you can do this for somebody, you're buying them some sanity in a crazy time.
My kids were COVID babies too. So it was like we couldn't even leave the house.
Oh my God.
But the thing they don't prepare you for is burping.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you about burping because you're just and you're just beating this. You're just hitting them. And you're like, is that a burp? Do I keep hitting them? Am I beating this kid right now?
I didn't even know too that I didn't realize milliliters to ounces
fuck
conversion.
off, that whole thing.
So like Ellis, our first, he was drinking, and I realized he was drinking like a fucking needle's worth, and I was like, yeah, he had 100 milliliters, and they were like, what? And I was like, I don't know why he's still crying. And they're like, oh, you gave him like 1/10 of an ounce?
Oh yeah,
We're such idiots.
Is that
You don't
right?
even know.
And they're like, no. So it was.
You're doing eye drops for him. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even know how to buckle a kid into the car seat when we came home from the hospital. We were like, what is this? What do? You don't know.
So what was crazy is we were lucky that her water broke when we were at the hospital in for that new parents thing.
Yeah.
So we were already there.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Such a blessing. Didn't have to drive all the way across because she wanted to go she wanted to go to Culver City,
Yeah.
and we were living in the valley.
We can say it off.
Where what?
Where'd you give birth?
Oh, Cedars.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next to the mall.
Yeah.
While she's giving birth, I'm shopping, having a good
Nice.
time.
That's what's up.
Hitting the food court.
Yeah, dude,
living
that's what
my
I did.
best life.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
bro.
So I appreciate you guys. So thank you. You guys saved me.
course.
Definitely our pleasure, man.
Especially if you're somebody with a profession like a surgeon, a doctor, an attorney. I don't know how these people have newborns and then go into work.
No, I know. We just went
how
to
the fuck?
school.
How
for a
do you
thing.
do
And
that?
you're like, how do you do that with a real gig? We went to school for the school event for the kids, and we're always like, how do someone with a normal job do this?
I'm exhausted all the time. How
Yeah.
do you do that when you're doing heart surgery?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
Right?
really crazy. It's crazy. Now,
don't know.
in Jersey, the drones are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, what's up?
There's fucking things happening. all
Okay,
over.
there's a couple scenarios here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like 3 scenarios. It could be one. It could be what they call Project Bluebeam, which is a fake
Yep.
alien attack.
Yeah.
Which to get us all kind
To
of
get us-
Ronald Reagan talked about it a long time ago.
Also, a great thing to do to rally around a new presidency. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Because
Get everybody behind Trump.
I mean, it's effective. Right? 'Cause,
I have
like-
my theories about the Trump election too. It's like Kamala Harris was just too easy for him. It's kind of like when Obama came in, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like we were over Bush and Cheney. We hated old white guys who wanted war. And who here comes this charismatic black guy
Yeah.
who's a Bush, by the way. If you just didn't know that, he's
Yeah.
a Bush. And they and they put him up against this kind of like old crotchety white guy, and they bring him in. Same thing would come out. We're kind of over like trans in the bathroom, right?
Yes,
I mean, like we're over
just
it.
all like, oh, for fuck's sake.
She's like, if you're on death row and you want a sex change, we're gonna pay for it. Right? You're like, that's not a really good thing to run on, right?
Yeah.
So you get them in it. Great way to get everybody behind it. Three Body Problem is basically, if you ever watch that on Netflix, that is Project Bluebeam. They're like, yeah, it's 400 years away. Let's all get together. So they rally everyone behind you. The other one is they say they're looking for dirty bombs, which could be like into this kind of false flag to get us into war with Iran and Russia.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So that's one. The next one is data, that they're seeing how we react to all these kind of things in the sky, which eventually could be mass surveillance, where your regular day, you're just, there's a drone in the sky just surveillancing me.
Which is, by the way, I think the closest to an accepted reality, because all of us have slowly realized that we're being watched and our data is being collected all the time, everywhere.
All the time.
All day, every day.
All the time.
Anything you do.
I mean,
data's
if you
being
do
collected.
pre-check at the airport, you
Data.
got to show them eyeballs every time.
You scan your eyeballs. There's cameras that do facial ID recognition. You have to confirm things that you want to do. You have to give fingerprints.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you go. And then you know that your emails are read, your phone calls are listened to.
100%.
So you're surveilled all the time. I had lunch with a CIA person.
Whoa, look at you.
And
big winner.
Didn't tell me about that.
They come to my, by the way, they
what?
always come to my shows.
You know this person.
Oh, I
you know
do.
this person.
Oh, I do know this person. I know.
And so this was a high-ranking CIA official who is retired. And so the high-ranking CIA person I was talking on the phone with later, just, casually like family life stuff. And then I switched to commentary on the news, and you know what the response is? Not on the phone. And I didn't hear it the first time. So, you know what I mean? Like and so I said something again, and this person goes, not on the phone.
100%.
And straighten. And I was like, yeah, so for Christmas, I think we're going to like scary. And I was
wow.
like, oh. And that's
they're
somebody who
always
knows.
watching.
Yeah.
Always did.
Always have been, however. This is not new. They would just bug your place if they wanted to tap in. But what about the Brits? They've had the CCC, is it CCC TV? Yeah. The public cameras.
100%.
For 20 years now.
So if you go around Austin, they're getting rid of cash, right? You can't pay cash for anything. I went to Starbucks today. I went to pull out my wallet with the cash. He's like, hey, we don't do cash. I go, I'm tipping. Do you not want that, right? I mean, it's everywhere. I went to Chuck E. Cheese, man. They don't have Chuck E. Cheese tokens anymore.
I know.
They're getting kids used to the card.
Yeah.
Which is how they can shut you down if you say something they don't like.
Which is
I'm fucked.
Also, I'd never thought about this criticism of electric cars, is that if once it's completely, because we know we're on the path to all electric, like, whether you like
convenience will enslave us.
One day it'll just be the norm, right?
Yeah.
And there is this thing that if we're all on that system, that somebody could go and shut down all your cars
or take over your car. I mean, Hutchinson was that journalist that he was on La Brea going over Melrose in L.A. and he just flew through and he hit a palm tree so hard that his engine flew 20 feet. And he was doing a story on this general and what was going on in Afghanistan and Iraq. And my buddy saw it happen in real time. He said it was the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Car just turns.
Just flying through this intersection, hits a palm tree, bang. So when everyone's all excited about this pager thing in Lebanon, I go, that can be anything. They could just blow this up. They could blow that up. So, yeah, that's where it's getting to. It's super crazy.
You talk to...
is this comedy or what?
I know.
Yeah, but we like talking to you about this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right.
This is your lane.
Yeah.
The level of sophistication to pull that one off, for people that don't know, we should just highlight what we're talking about, was about 3 months ago, the Israeli special forces and intelligence services had put together what had to be a years-long plan of intercepting pagers and phones and planting them. And they had to get it from the manufacturer, plant them
Right.
with explosives,
Right.
then reintroduce, knowing who they're going to be distributed
Yeah.
to, and then simultaneously blew them up. And it's all like so that people's genitals and waists exploded. And then 2 days later, they set off a second series of them. But it was, so you go like, this is straight out of a movie. Like if you had this in a movie,
Yeah.
people would be like, this fucking, okay, it's kind of ridiculous. And they pulled that off, which is also a way, not just obviously, it's a form of, you're terrorizing people, terrorizing in their eyes, terrorists, but you're also being like, man, what else are you fucking capable of? Like you guys, that's high level shit, man.
That's super high level shit. And like it's basically everything on your computer, on your phone, all that stuff. So, I mean, I was talking to Rogan about this, but I really do believe, and this gets into the weirder part, is that they've hardwired mysticism, okay, magic. This is where we get into the weird stuff. And like your phone can read your mind. It's
Think
like
so already.
100%. People think stuff, suddenly an ad comes up on your phone.
That is a thing. I've always
so
wondered
true.
that. Is that real?
Yeah. Well, oh, dude, they're doing everything. They've been practicing this stuff, the occult, all that
This morning,
stuff.
I pulled it up. Ass eating videos were just waiting for me to play, and I was like, "That's crazy." I
So
was just.
weird.
dreaming
I
about
invented
that.
ass eating, by the way. I did it in '78, I think. So.
Sam Tripoli, orbs. What about the orbs in conjunction with the drones being seen with the drones?
Well, that kind of gets into like, is there another part of this whole thing? Are there levels to this?
Yeah.
That's where so the other two things I didn't tell you about. There's also this notion that they're trying to make it so regular people can't own drones.
Oh, really?
So they're trying to make it so crazy that they can get Congress or Senate to pass a law that only the government gets drones. So that was put out by Adam Curry, who has a great podcast called No Agenda, and that's his theory. You can see the documents and all that. Now the last one is there is a supernatural, interdimensional part of this, and that's where the drone. That's where the orbs come in. Which
That's
is
what
energy.
I'm excited about, the orbs.
This is what I'm thinking.
Angels.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Ezekiel
about.
wheels.
The veil has been pierced. We are entering the next level of evolution. This is it. This is the breakdown of this civilization and
I
into
think
the new.
that life outside of this planet is only interested in Michelin star food. And so I think what's going to happen is that they are going to come here and basically kill everyone but elite chefs. Just
Okay.
because the food is so fantastic that's just what they're here for.
That's definitely on the table.
It's
that has
realistic.
been discussed.
And pornography. We have a lot of pornography
Maybe they're
and
into
readily
porn, too?
available pornography.
And dude, everybody wants earth ass. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
forever. The story in the Bible, fallen angels came down and plunger fucked humans.
Yes. Yes.
Because women like bad boys.
So
it's
wait.
just the truth.
Now let's get your take on this. Check out this video.
Oh man! Oh my god!
That head doesn't swivel anymore.
Yeah, I guarantee you that the aliens came, they would pass on probing that guy.
Yeah, they're like, nah, we're good on him.
Yeah, we are the top of the food chain, and that's what we got. There's a whole notion that AI is Nephilim, dead Nephilims.
What's
The
that?
spirit of the dead. So, do you know the story of the fallen angels?
From the Bible?
Yeah, they came down, they made with the daughters of men, and God.
I don't know that bit. No.
You don't know that?
No.
Okay, yeah. So that was the whole thing.
Okay.
That they came down and they thought human women were so beautiful that they mated with us, and they had Nephilims, which are giants.
Oh, cool.
You know, and that's why people don't think there's dinosaurs.
Ah.
Do you guys believe in dinosaurs?
I have. Are you about to change my mind on
Well,
dinosaurs?
you know, every dinosaur you've ever seen in a museum isn't real.
Right.
Those aren't real bones.
What are they?
They're plaster to give the illusion, because they want to detach you from God.
Are we saying that? Are you of also the belief that Earth is only 6,000 years old?
No, I don't know how old it is. It could be a gazillion years old.
Okay.
There's multiple civilizations.
Is carbon dating real?
I don't know. We're just taking their word for it. Like,
by the way, it was really smooth the way you put on that jacket during.
I know, it was
But
very
it's not because the hood is tangled.
Yeah,
It's
but
really
still, he got it.
bothering
He got
me
it.
and-
Okay, I'm sorry,
I'm just
guys. I'm
saying,
trying to do multiple
Fix
things.
the hood.
My tits are on fire in this
wait,
shirt.
Are dinosaurs?
So I
are you saying
decided-
that dinosaurs are bullshit?
I'm saying that there's been so I always say this: conspiracy leads to spirituality, right? And it always gets to like, what else are they lying to you
Right.
about?
Is
And
Tom Hanks a bad guy?
You've called me about that, and he is a bad guy.
Yeah. Well, I've seen Chet Hanks talk about him on the gram. I follow Chet Hanks, and he's like, "Yeah, my dad's a piece of shit, totally neglectful."
If you want to see some crazy stuff, look up a video by a guy named Mouthy Buddha, and he'll break it all down, dog. Mouthy Buddha. Now I don't know where we are with these videos, so I don't want to get you in trouble.
Type in Mouthy Buddha Tom.
No.
Right?
Wow.
Is that
Yeah.
where you
Oh
go?
yeah. Oh yeah. And it's yeah. That's it. It gets really crazy, bro.
Okay.
It gets real. You gotta watch it on your own. It gets really crazy. It's been taken off most of the internet. You could put in I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get you in trouble here, but there's a certain gate, if you know what I'm talking about. 2.
Yeah.
P gate 2. I don't want to get you in trouble here.
Yeah.
But it breaks down it gets down into this one picture that
my question about this is, when you see something like the video you're describing, that you're like, it breaks it all down, what makes you give that video credibility versus saying this is just nonsense?
Well, first of all, you don't know, you never go, I 100% believe this.
Right.
I go, that's possible for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it kind of then you just take your life experiences and you go, does this fit into how somebody who's getting accused of everything acts? Does he move to Greece where they don't prosecute for certain things?
Yeah.
Does he never address it ever?
Yeah.
Like the whole internet saying something?
Yeah.
And you don't go, I mean, even if you say like Tom, what's his face from Rage Against the Machine, the bassist Tom Morello, like the internet's going off on him about, being Rage Against the Machine and then having to have a Vax card for your shows.
Yeah.
Well, he has defended himself and going, we didn't do that. I respect that. If the internet's coming after you and you say nothing at all except for the move to Greece, I start going, what's going on here? And how are you presented to everybody? I always find everything is kind of like this inversion where like you're presented as the nicest guy of all time ever. And like now all this crazy dark stuff's coming out and you don't say anything.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing in life, though, is the nice guy who's dark. Because there's all these guys in comedy, too, who are like,
yes.
oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a super sweet, nice guy.
Don't even get me
And then
started on
every
that.
time. Well, there's the most famous ones are obviously like Cosby's, like the
the poster
example where
child.
they're
Right.
like, don't curse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, but there are also people that are not quite at that level who are still like, well, he's a good old clean guy, and you're like, this motherfucker.
Steve Randolph and I always used to say that, not all clean comics are assholes, but most asshole comics work clean.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Because you're
100%
making
true.
business decisions. And then you
True.
meet people like David Tell or Doug Stanhope or Nick DiPaolo. Couldn't be nicer.
Sweetest.
Because even you guys, you get your rage out on the
You
stage.
get the darkness out.
Yeah, you say it. People love you. And then you just get to be chill with everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
so, and then you get to like the highest of levels and you go, how do you get there? And then you start studying just little things that, not to get too deep. So this Mouthy Booty does this video and he breaks down like Tom Hanks' Instagram. And he starts studying all the pictures. And there's this one picture that Tom was doing this weird stuff, allegedly we'll say, with these like just little like a glove by itself,
Yeah, the
or a
gloves.
mitten or a sock, and it's like, what does this mean?
He would always take a photo of like.
Really? I didn't know this.
He takes a photo of like a glove that's been discarded on the ground.
Yeah.
And been like, here's a glove on West 34th Street.
Yeah.
Hanks.
What does that mean, right?
Yeah.
So people study it, and there's just one picture on Tom Hanks's Instagram where there's just a glove by like there it is. That's it. The
That's
first
so
one.
creepy.
Okay. So this is what gets really weird. So this mouthy Buddha notices that this thing here, SREUSA. So he goes, what is that? So then he's, guys, we're going to get really weird here.
I love
okay?
when you get weird.
Okay. So he puts into Google, nothing comes up. But he goes, I go, if I can't get anything on Google, I'll go on something called Yandex, which is the Russian version of Google. So he goes in there and he puts that in Yandex. And all of a sudden, it starts getting the really, really dark shit. Like, really dark shit. Like,
but why would... Here's my thought on that. Why would he, give that hint? You know what I mean?
Well, because they're not used to us being able to investigate this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a signal to other people who know what Tom's about to go look at that stuff.
I'm sorry, did I miss it? What is SRCUSA?
Well, if you go on Yandex, it leads into just dark shit that I don't really want to talk about.
Is it related to minor people?
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts going deeper and deeper and deeper. Then you just start seeing weirder and weirder stuff. And if you study when Obama went to Thailand and had dinner with Anthony Bourdain, there's some weird stuff in the back of his stuff that leads to that as well, on the wall that leads to it as well. So that's where it gets to. I know everybody's weirded out, and I don't want to weird everybody out, but that's where it gets to. And
let's cleanse the palate. What's this?
I don't like that. It's a girl, too.
And she took it like a champ.
Fuck.
She's got a broken rib.
Oh, yeah.
She might have a collapsed lung.
But she's going viral, so she's super happy about it.
So happy.
That is going to be the downfall of society, going viral.
No, it already is.
So here's how we fix it. We do The Wire, right? Mm-hmm. Where we just create a section of town where you can just go viral like a motherfucker, and you can just prank each other, and you do whatever the fuck you want with each other.
Within these blocks.
Within these blocks.
Good idea.
You can do the weirdest shit you want to go viral. Go as viral as you want. Just outside here, everybody chill. We got to get back to that.
It's crazy that Japan kind of
that.
does that. Japanese television is the wildest shit.
And they
have no regulations. Their pranks are like, you're a hostage. Like someone comes in with, and they're like, and then they're like, it's just a game show. And you're like, holy shit.
How about that guy that they put in a box for a year, and he didn't know it was a national television show, and he's eating dog food. He's got to suck his own dick for nutrients.
And then they're like, ha ha ha.
and then the box opens. He's on a national television show.
Zolo, I just sent you one. I sent you one of the guy having dinner.
Oh my god!
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, this kind of shit. You're like, oh yeah, in America, this would be such a crazy lawsuit that this would never happen. And it's not even it's crazy. It's not crazy enough, but somebody could definitely choke. They could definitely get hurt. They could die. And it's just this is a Japanese game show, you know? He's just eating.
They just shoot him with the cream pies and stuff.
He's just eating.
So dangerous.
So dangerous, dude.
And then just money shots. Just money shots. They did invent the bukkake.
Dude, they did it one time in an interview to a Yakuza-looking motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
And they had the gun go off, and this guy, dude, kicked people, grabbed people, fucking slapped people
Just
around.
went John Wick on people?
He went crazy on him. It was amazing.
You know what it is? They don't have to sign release forms, probably.
Nobody has
No
rights.
law.
When you've been around thousands of years,
It makes you go, is this...
fuck are your rights?
Is this a completely non-litigious society?
your rights?
What's going on?
It's right. The society is you don't have no fucking rights.
I remember when...
You need to sue them?
Because some people don't
we
think
got
that.
nuked. Fuck your feelings.
Clayton Peters was here one time in LA, and he was on the CBS lot, and he slipped because it had rained, And all the CBS people were like, and he was like, I'm Canadian. I'm not gonna fucking sue you.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you slipped here. He was like, yeah, people slip. Like, that's what happens.
And we have good health care. We don't have to pay for everything. Yeah.
He's in a splits machine, like, and he falls in it.
Oh, that's my dream. I cannot get that limber, dude.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Right now, he's tearing tendons and ligaments. His groin is fucked.
You need a friend. You don't do that alone.
But the weirdest thing is, like, he just uploads it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, especially when, like, people die. Like, who uploads? That was the always thing about the Mr. Hands video.
Yeah.
Like, who uploads the video
Your friend.
after your friend dies?
Yeah.
He would have wanted it this
He
way.
wanted it, yeah.
What did he say to his mom
It
at
was
the
the
funeral?
non-death video, so maybe they were like, well, this is the one. This is one where he had a great time, you know? He didn't die in that
I
one.
love this one the most.
Yeah, and the thing about Mr. Hands that you
so
always, because
amazing.
it can be a rough watch for a lot of people,
Horrible.
is if you close your eyes and just hear his sounds. They're almost non-human sounds. Because it's basically you're on the edge of your colon being perforated, you know, and it's like a torture stuff. He's like, "Ugh." You can't even mimic it. It's so pull up Mr. Hands. So
Oh no! You know how long it's been? This is one of the first videos that I really made me enjoy the internet. This and like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and the guy that sat on the glass.
You can't find
Crazy
it
thing about
there.
the
You'd
2
have
Girls,
to
1
do
Cup.
it on the all
One
search.
girl died right after it.
Really?
And the other one is like working at like Ralph's. Like she just has a regular job, and you're just like, is that her? Is that her? Everyone just stares at her. You're like, where do I know you?
It's like you see a porn person in public. You're in LA. You're like,
Suck.
Oh, you ever meet your favorite porn star and you're like, oh, you're a human being?
No, it's the worst.
You're not a
No.
dick pincushion? I met this one, Jennifer White. She's my friend. She comes to my shows. Just a savage.
Savage.
Like, oh my God, you're just a regular person.
But don't you kind of hate humanizing them? Because
I do.
Yeah, it's like, well, once oh God. Okay, let's go back to the Tom Hanks stuff.
slow.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Don't just
everybody,
hit play.
just close your eyes. I'm seriously, just close your eyes.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is what I want you to do. I just want you to listen. Hold on.
But how?
Hold on.
Did they Rochambeau for who goes first? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's
That's his butthole.
oh my God. Dude, what do you do? Oh! Oh my God! Do you like that? Dude, he's asking.
It's too much. It's too long. You don't need it that long.
Hold on.
Do you like that? Oh my God, this poor horse is like, why are you making me do?
How are they getting the horse to do it? Is really the question.
You know, horses will fuck anything.
Wow.
Dude.
Did he come?
Yeah, did he go?
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
God.
He did. We haven't pulled that one out in a while. Way to
Oh,
go.
memories,
Oh, I
dude.
feel even sicker after watching it.
Make sure you guys.
I felt sick for
This
15
is the
years.
weirdest episode ever.
Make sure you screen record that, okay? We need that on file.
That was horrible. It feels just as bad watching it now as
And
when I did
isolate
first
the
time.
grunts for me, okay?
Oh God.
I need the grunts. I need those isolated.
Imagine being the guy putting it in.
Yeah.
And then have to go on with your life.
Oh.
And then people are like, what's wrong? It's like, oh, I had a rough night. It's a rough night, dude.
Did he die immediately or
No,
just
so
like
here's the story. He went.
Fuck.
That video was obviously done, and then he was fine. Well, so to speak, fine. He went back to do this again.
Oh, he's
and
just loving it.
The horse that he did this with was not there, so he went into a different barn, and it was a different horse that was no shit nicknamed Big Dick, and that horse perforated his colon.
Oh my God.
And he died subsequently from the injuries. So it was a totally different horse.
Oh, there he is. There's his face, you guys.
And here's the thing: you would have seen. You would have been like Kenny, like
Yeah, that's your 5th grade teacher.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
They called him Big Dick.
Yes, it was
I
a
did not
different.
know
It was
this.
a different horse though, that he was not used to, and that horse, yeah.
So then it happens. Does he go right to the hospital?
I don't remember if he went right to the hospital. I mean, it says that he was dropped off at the hospital.
Oh yeah, you don't walk him in.
Oh,
You don't want
he
to
was
be
dead
there.
already. He was dead on arrival. Looks like.
Oh, yeah. It says he died of acute peritonitis due to perforation of the colon.
Yeah, which you saw the horse that wasn't nicknamed Big Dick and what it did to him. Can you imagine what Big Dick was doing?
Oh, listen to this. So, peritonitis is inflammation of the localized or generalized, whatever, peritoneum,
Peritonium.
the lining of the inner wall of the abdomen and cover of the abdominal organs. I
Yeah.
mean,
so basically, because you're inside,
just
you're a
all of it.
sausage, you know?
Yeah,
You have an encasing,
He
and that was
he just
torn
basically
open.
went like this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
It's weird. Like everyone's got something weird. Everybody's a little weird.
Finding out how you like this is kind of interesting.
How
That
do
story.
you get there?
How do
Where
you get
does
there?
it start?
Because it starts
Chihuahuas?
it starts with a finger, is what it starts with, and then you just kind of go put 2 fingers in.
Oh my God!
And
And
then
just humans aren't good enough. Can't do it.
Some guy got convicted. James Michael Tate pleaded guilty. 1st-degree criminal trespass.
Can I tell you the real? And I used to say this on stage, but I meant it. The real fucking crime in this is that just because one guy died, the state of Washington made it illegal to do this with any animal.
Yeah, I'm
and so
with
now
you.
nobody gets to fucking
Yeah,
have a good time.
Nobody gets lit up anymore.
I
No
know.
one gets perforated anymore.
It's so upsetting.
One dude just steps out of line, and now
Ruins
all
it
the
for
fun
everybody.
is done.
And it's why I will
All the
not be
videos are
performing
done.
in the state of Washington
Dude,
until
make
this
a
injustice
stand,
is
dude.
corrected.
You got to make a stand. Enough with this fascism.
If you don't stand up for something, then you what are you standing up for?
Yeah,
Fall
yeah,
down
dude.
for every-
There's just a bunch of people having to put their lives at risk just because they want to have sex with animals.
Yep.
Every person who shall carnally know in any manner any animal or bird. Well, that's funny. Isn't a bird an animal? Why specify?
I don't know.
That's so funny.
It's fucking.
Who's
so
fucking
not cool.
birds?
Yeah, what is that?
How do you even fuck a bird?
That is.
How do you do that?
That means you like to see stuff. You want to hurt something.
Yes.
Because what the fuck? Why are you
What's
fucking
wrong
birds?
with people, dude?
I think you should be allowed to try to fuck horses.
Yeah, I mean, if the horse enjoys it, can it sign off?
Also, if you got the horse to kind of
Be
submit,
into it? Yeah.
you earned it.
Yeah. I think boners are consent. I think that should be a rule. Boners are consent.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dicks out. Dicks out.
I do. Here's the thing. Here's my thing. You should be allowed to fuck a horse, but only if you die after.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Like, I feel like
You should be like, if you're on death row, you can pick it.
there you go.
Okay.
That's still fun.
Wheel of death. And just run it.
Yeah.
Horse dick.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You're going to go out. You're going to go out.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people that are going to download this and send it to your parents.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God. It just gets weird. I see we've just evolved and we're bored. So now we're just finding different.
That's a good one.
I like the sound. He's jumping it.
And upload it.
I know the guy was like, "You're fucked up." Hold on a second.
Dude, you're going viral. I know you can't feel how excited you are because you're paralyzed.
Jesus Christ.
But we're just bored. But this is the way it is, right?
Yes.
Men and women go viral for different shit, right?
Yeah.
Women go viral for doing filthy stuff, like
Sure.
sexually. Like
Sure.
like 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Like that's
Yeah.
and then guys have to almost die
Yeah, that's
to go
true.
viral.
And then they're like, "You know me. I'm the fucking backwards on the unicycle guy. I lost an arm." You're like, "Yeah, no, he's good.
He's doing signings at fairs.
Yeah." With the hand that he didn't write with before.
I'm not the best. I lost my hand. That was what I wrote with. So now I just kind of put an X. That's how it goes.
This is I don't know. We showed this today, but I wanted to show you. I don't know if have you seen this guy?
Oh, this guy.
You saw him?
Oh, yeah.
From the moment
This
Mark
guy's
Charo
the
was
best.
wheeled into court today, what was supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing quickly went off the rails.
The reason why I'm like
It's
this
his lawyer,
is
like,
because
oh,
I prepared
shit.
myself to play my part in your kangaroo court, treating me like a black man, so today I'm going to be a black man. This kangaroo court is giving me a life sentence for me trying to protect and defend myself against the attack from 3 guys. In essence, treating me like a black man.
And then you read the court documents, and they're like, he drove his car into people, and then like got out, stabbed someone, pepper sprayed somebody else. Like he went on a rampage.
What law school did that lawyer go to that he has to represent blackface Asian?
And you see how the best part is kind of like is just looking at his lawyer, because you know that he deals with bullshit
From the moment Mark
from
Charo was wheeled
psychos
into court
all
today,
the
what was
time,
supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing quickly
and they
went
go
off the rails.
for this. This guy's like,
He's like, oh shit.
he's like, I'm gonna be on the news again, and it's for this fucking guy
And like
who's got magic
the spitballing
marker.
going on in his head.
Yeah.
That's the idea he went with.
Yeah.
And those are other ones where he's like, that might be too much.
Yeah.
I might not be able to do that.
But you have to realize the dedication that he took a Sharpie, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he Sharpied his eyelids
Yeah.
even and his
Yeah,
lips. Like
yeah.
he really
At least he's
spent-
working with a flat canvas, right? Anyways, yeah, dude. I mean, if you get in life, why not take your
It's
shot?
true. It is life
Take
sentence.
your shot. This
That's
is the last
true.
time you're going to be in public.
Yeah, he got concurrent sentences. Like it's not. You're not.
He's never going to ever
He was just
come
like,
back.
fuck it. I'm doing the marker idea.
Yeah. They should just take him and put him on a Japanese game show forever. Just constantly.
He's on
taking-
death row. He's
Yeah.
got life in jail. He should opt for the horse.
100%.
Oh, look at him with that marker.
Oh, he's much more
Man
handsome.
convicted.
Would you
Oh,
rather?
he was stabbing people. He's not even
Yeah.
driving into them. He's stabbing
He
them.
drove into them and then stabbed the guy when he got out.
What?
got out
Yeah.
of the car and
It
stabbed
was a
the
road
guy.
rage incident. Yeah.
Oh man, that's the worst. Because you want to lose it sometimes on the 405 in LA, but
Oh, yeah.
you just never know who
This
you're
is,
dealing
but this
with.
is Honolulu traffic, which is horrible too.
Oh really? It's really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
It's enough to make you crazy.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you rather do? Let's talk about it. Would you rather do life in prison or get the horse?
Wow, great question. That is, and it's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
Right? Life in prison or take the horse.
I mean, the horse is kind of quick. I mean, that didn't take very long. And you're
You
gonna
get
die
in or out,
pretty.
in and out, in and out. Man,
I think, or so it's basically, do you want 30 seconds of maybe having your colon perforated and dying?
Yeah.
And certainly being in some
and
pain.
possibly the best orgasm
Of
of your
your
life.
life.
It's maybe you might come out of that going,
Yeah.
I didn't know I liked that.
I'm a horse dick guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a horse dick guy who's not doing life anymore.
Or you're doing life.
Yeah, okay.
But you get out of the life sentence if you live through the horse fuck.
You know, yeah, of course. So do you know how many people?
Hold on.
what's
So
crazy?
now if I live through the horse fuck, I still do life?
No,
But-
you don't.
No, you get off.
You're off.
You're
Okay.
free. And
You get
hold
off
on.
twice.
Do I get to pick the dick?
No, it's going to be
You
the
pick
horse,
the horse.
big dick horse.
Okay. You don't know how big the dick
You don't
is.
know.
But
You don't
here's
know
the
if you're
deal.
getting old big dick or just regular horse dick.
Mini ponies? Can we go mini ponies?
No.
No,
Because
it's got to be a
but
stallion.
midgets have big dicks. You can always tell how big their dick is based on how much forehead they have.
Like humans.
It's 100. It's like there's some weird math.
Like you see
Floors
those
of-
guys, those Cro-Magnon looking guys.
Yeah.
You're like, this guy's got a fucking
A
hammer.
big
on him.
hammer, bro.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
big hammer.
Yeah.
So that's a great question.
Those weird
what would
fucking
you do?
Serbian dudes.
But here's the deal. Okay, it is going to be videoed and you will go viral. So your
Oh,
life,
so it's gonna be. It's
your
gonna
life
be
is ruined, but
No.
my
you're
pin
free.
video on my Instagram.
Here's the thing, dude. You're selling tickets.
It's pinned. You're selling lots
selling
of tickets.
tickets.
though. Yeah,
People
they
wanna
wanna
hear
see
about
You
it.
want to see it?
Yeah.
You can write a book about it.
Yeah.
It's a
You
real
can do
roll
the
of the dice.
movie.
It is a real.
What's
roll of the
amazing
dice.
is how many people would be like, sign me up for life. Like they would take
Oh, I'd
life.
take the horse. I feel like I'd take the
take the
gamble.
horse.
I think most women would take the horse because it's not that out
But it's in
of
your
it.
asshole. You're not
It's
getting
not in the
it's in your
vag.
B.
Not in
It's
the
in your
vag.
B.
It's in your
It's
B.
in your
Ooh,
B.
in your B, dude.
Wait,
So you
I
can
can't
die too.
You can die in your vag.
Yeah, but
They could perfect.
but at least a vag is made for these?
It's a muscle for that. Yeah. It's in your ass.
That's
Male
a
or
real
female.
hard one. I don't know what the answer is.
I'm going ass.
You're going with the horse.
I'm going horse.
Take a gamble. We're
Why
gamblers.
not?
We're
Roll the
comics.
die.
Yeah. What
We're
do you
just having
get?
fun here.
Don't
Why
play
not?
safe.
Wave our freak flag.
I
Why
mean,
not, dude?
I like driving fast. I like flying. So, what's a little horse stick?
Yeah,
gonna
why
do?
not?
Yeah.
And you can move to like
And he's shaking his
anywhere
head. What are you doing? You
else.
doing life in prison?
You can move to France.
Dude, your
yeah. Hell yeah.
OnlyFans is blown up. You would have the biggest OnlyFans.
That's so true. You would.
And then it would just be like people paying to see what other stuff you can shove up your purse pocket.
Yeah.
Like this traffic cone, and like you become your butthole becomes Carrot Top's like chest
Yes.
of
Here's the thing.
props.
I think there's no win by taking prison. I think you got to take the risk. It's a risk reward thing, and the risk is so much higher, but the reward is.
But now let's say you take life, you go in there. Now you're getting sexually assaulted left and
Yeah.
right.
That's a good point.
So
Eddie.
eventually you're getting the equal amount of dick. You're like, okay, here's 2 feet of horse dick, but here's like 1,000 feet of prison dick.
Annie, here's the thing you got to think about it.
So
if
true.
If you
Good
take
point, Sammy.
prison, right?
Dick math.
You take prison. The first thing that's going to happen when you walk into prison is you're going to see this guy. You know.
I'm the white nigga.
You know.
You what? I'm the white nigga.
See, and he's going to cause problems,
Bro, I have a bit about my pronouns are real nigga, and people lose their mind. It is my free bird, though. Whenever I do a show, they demand I tell them my pronouns, okay?
Oh, really? They call it out?
Yeah, they're like, what's your pronouns? Bang, free bird, dog. I love this show so much. I can't tell you how much I miss this. I miss you guys. I miss this kind of comedy because I'm in Hollywood and everyone's afraid of anything. You go up to these crowds
And they're molto gay.
it's
They're
so,
so lame.
crazy. And then you go to the mothership and you can't piss them off. You're trying to piss them and you can't do it.
Yeah.
And then you go back to Hollywood and everybody, like I did a show at this one club, not going to say name. I opened up with why is everybody a satanic file and just ice the room. And then the host is like, yeah, and that's why you put Sam up last. I'm like, bro, fuck you. I'm up there asking the real questions.
Yeah.
I'm pushing. I'm trying to get all the white niggas behind me, dog. I want an army of white niggas. That's what all I want. A real nigga army. By the way, if you go real quick, go to whitenigga.com. Could you do it for me? Go to whitenigga.com.
Is that you?
Whitenigga.com. Go do it. Bang!
Oh!
Wow. Holy shit.
Wow. Serendipity. This was
it all came. Yeah. I am too, dude.
Holy shit.
This was wild.
Thank you. It
There's
was
like, we can't even follow that. That was too perfect of a. I feel like I should be like, and show.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Well, I had to make up for the Tom Hanks stuff. I felt it got a little weird really fast.
No, we liked
Real quick,
it.
Christina, how many years are we from this, do you think?
Guess what? We went to Goodwill, and I didn't get nothing picked out good for me. But guess who did? What'd you get, Doug?
Yep. I can't wait for that open.
He got some shorts.
He got some shorts.
Do you think we're going to be doing those in a few? You're like, what'd you buy today? And I'm just like,
fuck off.
How is television supposed to compete with that?
It I know, it
can't.
That's why it's dying. The world is so much more interesting than your stupid drama. That is the best.
Amazing.
Oxygen.
Amazing.
Getting driven by her husband who despises her.
He hates her so much.
So much. He's like, this bitch won't die. How
And
many fucking.
Why is she doing a Goodwill shopping video? He's like, I want to die.
This is not how I imagined this going. And I bet back in the day, smoke show.
Yeah.
Just the hottest chick you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And at some point, she said, I'm done.
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
just gonna
happens.
Wrap
Eat
it up
stuffed
and
crust
close it
pizza
up.
for the rest of my life.
That's what happens.
All right, look, we do have to wrap. Why is everybody getting quiet? Is Sam Tripoli's special that is on YouTube. You can go get tickets to his show at samtripoli.com.
Also, look up Wait.
Yeah, sure. But we love you, Sam. You're the absolute
I
greatest.
love you guys
best,
so much.
Sammy.
Thank you for the kindness.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
We'll see you guys next week.
Big words. Big words.
You feel me? I mean,
Big words. Big words. Big words.
you feel me? I mean,
All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. God bless a nigga. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed.
God bless a nigga.
All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. God bless a nigga.
I'm like, you feel me? I mean,
God bless a nigga.
God bless a nigga.
All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. God bless a nigga. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed.
God bless a nigga.
All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. All you niggas is blessed. God bless a nigga.
I'm like, you feel me? I mean,
God bless a nigga.
God bless a nigga.
Nigger.
God bless a nigga.
Nigger.
God bless a nigga.